You're watching the English newscast here on Future Television. I'm Lina Tamim, and these are today's top stories. The Lebanese Parliament's Finance and Budget Committees take up the issue of waste management in an effort to head off a re-emerging trash crisis. At least 60 people are killed in a suicide car bomb attack on an army training camp in Yemen's second city of Aden. And a ceasefire to end the 52-year-old war between the Colombian state and FARC fighters goes into effect, with a full peace agreement expected to be signed in September. The Lebanese Parliament's Finance and Budget Committee took up the issue of waste management in an effort to head off a re-emerging trash crisis. Agriculture Minister Akram Shayib said, quote, "We have no alternative but to follow the cabinet plan after several solutions were blocked." In March, the cabinet agreed to establish 2 landfills, one in Bush Hamoud and one in Costa Brava, as part of its 4-year plan to end the trash crisis that began in July of last year. According to the plan, the Bush Hamoud landfill will operate for 4 years and will receive 1,200 tons of waste per day. The Kataib party is opposed to the project, and party activists have blocked the entrance to the landfill construction site in Bush Hamoud, preventing work at the area. Kataib argues that the landfill will cause at least 10 years of environmental damage, produce foul odors, and put the health of residents at risk. Parliament's Information and Telecommunications Committee recommended that Télé Liban's temporary board members be replaced. Today's recommendation followed a 3-hour meeting in which the committee sought ways to improve the state-run television station. The meeting was attended by Talal Maqdisi, chairman and CEO of Télé Liban, and the station's financial affairs manager, Richard Rachid. Information Minister Ramzi Jrej told reporters during a press briefing that the television station needs a new strategy to boost its performance. The head of the committee, MP Hassan Fadlallah, said the meeting focused on the station's financial and administrative situation, as well as its political orientations. Jrej also discussed plans for the future. At least 60 people were killed in a suicide car bomb attack on an army training camp in Yemen's second city of Aden. A security official said the attacker drove his vehicle into a gathering of new recruits at the camp in northern Aden. Medical sources said the blast also wounded 29 others. The Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant group later claimed responsibility for the attack. The port city, the temporary base of Yemen's Arab Gulf-backed government, has seen a wave of bombings and shootings targeting officials and security forces. Turkey says it will continue targeting a Syrian Kurdish militia in Syria if it fails to fulfill promises to retreat east of the Euphrates River, accusing the group of ethnic cleansing. Ankara had said it had killed 25 Kurdish terrorists on Sunday as it pressed on with a 2-pronged operation inside Syria against ISIS and the YPG. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said at least 40 civilians were killed in Turkish shelling and airstrikes, claims that were strongly rejected by Ankara. And still in the Middle East, 5 attackers armed with suicide vests, rifles and grenades have killed 18 people in the Iraqi town of Ain al-Tamr, southwest of Baghdad. A member of the local council and a source at the Provincial Health Directorate confirmed the death toll in the attack, which occurred late on Sunday, and said at least 26 people were also wounded. Officials said it was not immediately clear what the attacker's target was. Iran has begun deploying a Russian-made S-300 air defense system around its underground Fordo nuclear facility. Video footage posted on Iran's state television website showed trucks arriving at the site and missile launchers being aimed skyward. It did not say whether the system was fully operational, however. The large underground facility is located in some 100 kilometers south of the capital, Tehran. Russia began delivering the S-300 system to Iran earlier this year under a contract signed in 2007. The delivery had been held up by international sanctions over Iran's nuclear program, which were lifted this year under an agreement with world powers. And coming up next, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry discusses security cooperations with officials in Bangladesh. More details after the break. Welcome back. You're watching the news in English here on Future Television. Greece still faces great challenges in managing its refugee crisis. UN High Commissioner for Refugees Filippo Grandi warned the situation will only worsen if EU countries do not step up the relocation and family reunion programs. More in this report.
Early morning in Lagadika relocation site. For these asylum seekers, this will just be another day of waiting. Waiting for answers, waiting for a future. Adel is 20 years old. His young brother Amir is 8. They have been living in tents for almost 9 months now. In Syria, Adel was studying science and math.
I want to go to Europe to continue my study and also continue my dream. I am player basketball or football.
Adel's father, Bashar Sheikh Ogli, met Filippo Grandi, the High Commissioner for Refugees. He spoke of the family's frustration, of just not knowing when and where they might be able to relocate.
هو الانتظار صعب أنت قاعد بوقت محدود يعني عم تنتظر بس ما لك عارفان شو.
The waiting is our only problem.
Yes. I agree with you totally on this one. This is not good.
Just over 3,200 people have been relocated from Greece. That's only 4% of the initial commitment of 66,400 set for autumn 2017. The process needs to be faster.
It is really frustrating for the people to be waiting. Mine is a very strong appeal to all those concerned. The Greek asylum institution and especially the European member states that generously are participating in this program, which is good. We need to expand it and we need to accelerate it.
Many of the asylum seekers spent months at a border site in northern Greece. In May, they were moved to this warehouse. Brevan Mustafa came from Aleppo with her 2 children last February. Her husband has been in Germany for over a year.
We have to cut this short now as we go live to the SDL in The Hague.
على مداخلاتهما هذا الصباح. لقد أخذتها بعين الاعتبار في قراري بالإضافة إلى عوامل أخرى ذات الصلة لتحديد العقوبة المناسبة للمتهمين السيد الأمين وشركة أخبار بيروت في هذه القضية. نظرا للوقت القصير الذي فصل بين جلسة هذا الصباح والنطق بالعقوبة، أعلمكم بأنني سأصدر الأسباب المعللة المكتوبة لقراري بأسرع وقت ممكن، وأنطق الآن بالعقوبة. أحكم على السيد إبراهيم محمد علي الأمين بغرامة قدرها 20,000 يورو على أن تسدد كاملة في مهلة أقصاها 30 أيلول سبتمبر 2016. وأحكم على شركة أخبار بيروت شين ميم لام بغرامة قدرها 6,000 يورو على أن تسدد كاملة في مهلة أقصاها 30 أيلول سبتمبر 2016. وبهذا نختتم الجلسة. شكرا.
All rise. ويا ولوي تفضلوا بالوقوف.